What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm just going to share with you guys some pretty friggin' epic gameplay that I had from a couple of games where I think between the two games I had over 100 score in Supremacy Iron Banner, and I'm using this Lingering Song as well as this fusion rifle, the 77 Wizard. Now, I was excited to share this for a couple of reasons. One, the gameplay is, in my opinion, is pretty solid kill streaks and ways of using a fusion rifle. The other reason is because this is actually pretty nostalgic for me. This was the very first legendary weapon I ever acquired in Destiny, the 77 Wizard. And this one here, as you can see, comes with a rifled barrel, rangefinder, and knee pads. And I am in love. I really am. This gun is a one-hit kill machine, using rifled barrel in conjunction with rangefinder on a fusion rifle that already has a pretty decent stability factor on it, stat value on it, and I just went off. Now I do have to apologize, there's no game volume, and that's because I captured this gameplay. My capture device was hooked up to a different PC. It was hooked up to my streaming PC when I was doing this. I wasn't really expecting to have to record, but I played so well that I just recorded it through the console, and the console records at 720p, not 1080, so I'm sorry about that. If you can tell the difference and you're disgusted by it, I apologize. But the other thing that it did is it jacked up I was in a party chat, and it completely jacked up the party audio. Everyone sounds like robots with static, and it's pretty much unbearable. So the gameplay itself was pretty solid, but the audio was crap. So I decided not to make you guys listen to that garbage. So anyways, but this video just showcases how even in Supremacy, where people maybe even complain the most about things like shotguns and mobility in Destiny, where they say Destiny, I've heard a lot of people say Destiny's at its worst in Supremacy. I don't really agree. I mean, you can go off. You can legit go off in Supremacy using things that are quote-unquote non-meta, right? Hey, I'm a Destiny hipster. You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. Yeah, sometimes I'll pull out a Party Crasher, Matador, whatever. I don't feel bad about it. I'm not gonna shame anyone for whatever weapon they choose to roll with in Destiny. I would never shame anyone for deciding to use what they think is gonna give them the best chance of winning. No, that's not me. But at the same time, sometimes I really enjoy using things that are not necessarily mainstream. I don't see a lot of 77 Wizards out there. I'm starting to see more Saladin's Vigils and things like that, and that's pretty cool to me. But I don't see a lot of Wizards. Every now and then I see one, but it's a really low charge rate, high impact fusion rifle. It takes the longest relatively to. You see there, my skip grenade bounced off that dead guy's ghost, and I was like, what the heck? Uncool. But anyways, so it takes the longest to charge relative to other fusion rifles, but it hits the hardest. So that's the archetype it is, and that doesn't mean that it's unusable. You know, most people prefer sort of like the Thiessen archetype, where it's sort of middle of the pack when it comes to charge rate, so you don't have to be quite as anticipatory. But I'm finding that in conjunction with the knee pads, this is a lot more manageable to pre-fire, slide around corners, staying out of people's, sort of where they have their sights set. So I'm surviving a lot more. I'm having a lot of really good kill streaks with this wizard, and I'm in love with her. So, and Shaxx kind of goes off the handle sometimes when you get really solid kill streaks. It's one of my favorite things about this DLC is all the new Shaxx dialogue. And it just cracks me up. Sometimes it legitimately scares me. Like, I'm just playing, I don't even realize I'm on a kill streak, and suddenly Shaxx is in my ear like, ah! You're just kind of like, oh my gosh, Shaxx, you need to calm down, sir. So this game was one of those instances. Fight forever! Like that one, he's literally screaming at me on the 10 kill streak, where he's like, fight forever! So get out there, use something that's maybe not so mainstream, and see if you just might get along well with it. You just might find yourself falling in love with a new weapon, maybe making a playstyle that's perhaps unique to you, and it's something that you can be proud of. Like, hey, this is the way that I prefer to play the game, and I play well like this. And then people will see that and they'll see that, hey, your playstyle has some character. And you know what? When you play with character, you play longer. It adds longevity to this experience. You enjoy it considerably more. I can attest to that. I'm not saying that playing the meta is bad. I'm not saying that you should feel bad about it. Not at all. If that's the way that you enjoy playing the game, then play it. But don't discount other play styles until you give them a try. You may find that you enjoy that just as much, if not more. So I love to switch things up. I don't really even, it's rare that I go through a trials card with the exact same setup from start to finish. Like I will start with one thing, I'll switch to another, and switch to another. I'll start transferring, and people who watch my streams can see that I just get bored easy, so I transfer stuff over using the item manager and you know, go from there. So give it a shot. And also let me know, have you been lucky enough to get a good wizard to drop in the Crucible? If you are curious, I know I always get asked in the comment section, where do you get this weapon? The wizard you can get to drop from Crucible. So just play the Crucible and you may get lucky enough to have one drop. I've had 3 drops so far, and this was by far the best roll that I was given, with rifled barrel and rangefinder and knee pads. And knee pads is pretty friggin' solid on a fusion rifle. If you've never used a fusion with knee pads, it's like driving a Ferrari, man. Let me tell you, it's fun. It's just downright fun. So hopefully you get your hands on one. Let me know if you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, guys, and I will catch you in the Crucible.